Hello, Patriots. In a run up to the debate this week and the election coming in November, we see a whole lot of information coming out about how this administration is doing wonderfully, and we also see a lot of information about how this administration seems to be doing poorly. Now, I don't really care about the partisan nature of all those arguments. What I do care about is the outcomes. But before we get started on this video, a quick word. Help support the channel by going to the Discord link down in the description below and joining our community where we can have open and free discussions with each other. Also consider joining under the subscribe star where we're going to start weekly live discussions as well as where you can read articles and gain more exclusive access on the Discord channel. I look forward to seeing you all there. Back to the video. There's been trillions of dollars spent over the last few decades by the Uniparty. Now, for trillions of dollars, you would think that we would be getting pristine infrastructure that looks like some utopia or the Tomorrowland from Idiocracy. It's turning out more like the Tomorrowland from Idiocracy, in fact, than the projected future that they showed that looked like it was supposed to just be a utopia. So just today, Rosalerts has posted that we have another large infrastructure failure that's underway. So what do you guys think? We have here that emergency officials are on high alert as a Minnesota dam and Rapidan is in imminent danger of critical failure. Now, this isn't a new dam, it's an old dam built in 1908 and 1910, but it's an infrastructure failure, right? We've seen multiple dam failures now. Other than just dam failures, what have we seen? It's a general degradation of our transport systems and infrastructure. Why are these things important? Well, they're the backbone of our society. And who did we put in charge of it? Pete Buttigieg, a guy whose government experience is being a mayor and a failed presidential candidate. But you know what he is? He's a great DEI hire that checks all kinds of boxes. So he got the position, and what has he done with it? Here's an infrastructure failure. Let's bring up, what else do we have? Oh, that's right. Also from Nick Sartor on here, we have the East Palestine train derailment that wreaked havoc on East Palestine. You also don't really see East Palestine in the news anymore, but I bet you they have not fixed this problem. So we have a dam failure, we have a train derailment. What else do we have? Oh, that's right. I don't know if you guys remember this, but you have the Francis Scott Key Bridge in Baltimore that got struck by a large ship and collapsed. So a port and a large bridge, we have a train and we have a dam. All significant infrastructure, all with significant impact on our country. Now, I'd really hate to see what might be next because there's not really much transport and infrastructure left. Oh, that's right. You remember this, right? The real clip. Yeah, oh, the wheels came off. Like literally the wheels came off. What is happening to our infrastructure, people? Oh, that's right. More panels came off. So we have aviation, we have shipping, we have bridges, we have trains, and we have dams. Oh, don't forget, let's add space. Because in an article here, you see that the Daily Mail Online has posted that NASA astronauts are stranded in space due to a malfunctioning Boeing Starliner. Boeing is just not having a great run right now. Again, I would probably say this has a lot more to do with policy and cost cutting than anything else. So I think Declaration of Memes really nails it on this one. Build back better. How is this program working? This was one of Biden's huge programs that he touted and saying that we will be better off for it. At the bottom of this, you see it's, are we better off than we were 4 years ago? Now, I'm not trying to say that we don't have infrastructure failures at times outside of Biden's presidency. We absolutely have. But I would pose that a lot of these issues are being caused by misregulation, overregulation, and really bad policy. It's like, I don't think more regulation is going to fix this. The reason I say misregulation is I think we have plenty of regulations. In fact, I think we have too many. But we're also regulating some things that don't make a whole lot of sense. Now, these dam failures, for instance, that dam was built between 1908 and 1910. So why haven't we upgraded it or replaced it? Well, environmental impact studies and the EPA pretty much won't allow these types of things to be built anymore, even though it's one of the greenest sources of electricity that we have. It's just very ecologically destructive because you have to flood valleys. But what's the alternative? Burn fossil fuel, put up wind turbines and shred bats and birds, put up vast solar fields and cook birds in flight. Or we could, this is where the misregulation and overregulation comes in, build more nuclear. We skipped the entire third generation of nuclear reactors, and we can now build fourth gen nuclear reactors that are significantly safer, have passive safety systems, and are almost impossible to melt down. Instead, we continue to operate reactors that were built in the 60s and 70s because, again, just like with this dam, we aren't allowed to build new ones. It's not economically feasible to build new ones, and a lot of that expense is red tape. They finally got the Vogtle project across the line at significant expense, and the VC Summer project got canceled altogether. So What is the hope? Oh, more coal and gas? Well, that's out the window because of EPA regulations. And it's hurting states like the one that I live in, West Virginia. And then we talk about policies. DEI as a whole is a failure. A lot of these are engineering failures. Why do we not have better people working on reinforcing and fixing these things before they fail? We've seen other key infrastructure failures happen after those key assets have received needs improvement reviews when they get inspected. But there's not the right money in the right place at the right time, or the reports aren't getting reviewed by the people that really need to see them, and they just get lost in the shuffle. And then who pays the price? You and I do. When we use that infrastructure, when our plane loses part of its cabin in flight, when the bridge deck collapses below our vehicles, or crashes onto the ships that we're on. Or it also impacts us when the valley that our house is in floods because the upstream dam failed. These are catastrophic problems, people, and we are not better than we were 4 years ago. I'm not trying to say that one man is capable of fixing all this stuff or that Trump's even that guy. We just need more competent people in these positions. We need to stop prioritizing hiring for key positions using DEI metrics and instead hire the people that are best qualified and pay them well. Because when we don't have the right people in the positions where they're needed, this is the stuff that happens. And when our leadership is people like Pete Buttigieg who have no business running key infrastructure for the country, this is what we get, guys. Are we at all surprised that we've ended up here? Look, we need to not only vote in a different leader at the top of the executive branch, we need better legislators. We need better regulators. We need better people at all levels of government. And right now, the majority of our government is full of boomers who are aging out. We need younger people in there who are competent. But our education system is so screwed at this point that we're not really turning out quality engineers anymore. Sure, there are still some, but not enough. We really need to focus on the right places and stop focusing on all this stuff that doesn't really matter in the end. It's costing lives. Thank you to those of you that made it to the end of this video. I greatly appreciate your support. If you like this video, please make sure that you like it and leave a comment below. It helps support with the algorithm. If you want to see more videos like this one on the channel, please make sure you subscribe and click the little bell icon so that you can be notified when I upload additional content. Also, please make sure you check out the links in the description below to support the channel in many different ways. You can become a channel member. You can join the Discord. You can join under my subscribe star because I don't really like Patreon. We need to get together as a community and start having good discussions about quality topics and trying to solve some of these issues. So thank you, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful week. Take care of yourselves. God bless, and bye for now.
Go ahead and check out one of the links on the screen now to either subscribe to the channel and see the rest of the videos of the channel, or one of the carefully selected videos that you may wish to see that YouTube has used its algorithm to select for you.